Hey everybody, this is Beth at Quilts and Lace.
We're early.
We're
Oh my
early.
gosh.
Woohoo! Yes.
Nobody's expecting us this early.
I know it. Everybody's trying to help me get everything that I need to get done for my little vacation that's coming up. So what do you have planned while I am gone? Should we say that there are no Facebook Lives while I'm gone? Or you've got plans, Ann?
We'll find out on Wednesday. I'm going to be like you, shoot from the hip, not plans. Maybe it'll go, maybe it won't. We're not sure.
I heard you lining stuff up. It's a surprise.
We can try. We can only try.
All right. So just be aware that it may or may not take place, or it may be better than it ever was.
We just don't know. It's going to be thrilling, whatever it is. One thing to be sure, though, I will not be in front of the camera. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
All righty. So I'm in front of the Baby Lock Chorus. So this is the new introduction that they brought out of a top-of-the-line sewing machine. And if you like the brother version of it, it is called the BQ3100. And we have those in stock. We're waiting still for the Chorus to come in stock. So this is our floor model, and we're waiting for our Chorus machines to come in, but we do have the brother version. So with this sewing machine here, I've got beautiful lighting. I've got a big old throat. But tonight what we're going to talk about is my sensor pin. And this sensor pin can do several things, so I thought tonight I would just kind of go through those things that it can do. This is a what we're going to practice on, I should mention, is this is a little paper piecing project. I don't know if anybody can tell what it is, but it is supposed to be a kite.
I was hoping that's what it was.
So here it is right there, if you want to kind of see what it's supposed to be. So I'm going to embellish it with some stitches.
Okay.
And then maybe when I get back, we can even use the scanning function of one of our larger machines and fill in the background and do fills and everything. But right now we are just going to do some outline stitches around it. I am going to go ahead and take the backing fabric off because I don't want to stitch all that through there. So I just have a little piece of batting and my front one on there.
Okay.
To stabilize. So when you do decorative stitches, you should stabilize it a little bit. And I'm using batting, but you could use a little interfacing if you would like.
Okay.
And so I'm using this to show the features of the machine. So I'm going to start out in the utility stitches here, and I'm going to go ahead and pick the bean stitch. And what I'm going to do is I have my needle beam on also, and I am just going to line that up with the center position. Let me line it up. Actually, they do the bean stitch all the way to the left. I had forgotten that.
Okay.
So the bean stitch is done all the way to the left of the needle, so I have moved my needle beam all the way to the left. So this bean stitch, or triple stitch they call it, is just going to do 3 stitches in place. So it's just going to kind of highlight this. So I am going to line my needle up at the edge. And I've shown in the past there's a really nice feature, although I haven't changed my settings to do it yet.
Hold on. Hold that thought, Beth.
How about I'll move the camera.
We're going to say hi to Rose, Wendy, and Donna.
Hey guys, my mom's at the door with the puppy dog. So maybe if I get in really close like this, you guys can see that needle beam that I have it lined up right on the edge. My needle's in that 0 position. Hey sweetheart. Hey. Hey, good girly girl. Here's my girl. Yeah, did you miss me all day? Good girl. Alrighty. So over here, I have my needle beam on, and then I've just moved it into the 0 position so that it is ready to go. Ann is back. Okay, good girl. All right.
Gonna say hi to Mary Myhawk's on from Delaware, right? And Linda Anderson's on. Okay, hi girls.
Alrighty.
Okay.
All right. So I am now going to touch the little icon that looks like the sensor pin right there. So I'm just going to go ahead and touch that. And it asks me, hey, what do you want to do? And I wanted to stop stitching at the end point. So I'm going to hit this one right here. And it tells me to go ahead and hit the point. So I want that bean stitch to end right where that kite ends.
Uh-huh.
So let me touch it there.
Okay.
It went ahead and it measured it. And it automatically says, hey, I'm going to go ahead and complete that stitch. It's just a straight stitch, but still that will be good.
Okay.
So I'm going to say okay.
Okay.
And it just reminds me that it's going to sew. Now this one can measure up to 2 3/4 of an inch. So if that distance was greater than 2 3/4 of an inch, then the machine will stop and it'll tell me, hey, you need to reconfirm where that is. All right. And I'm using this machine. Also comes with the wonderful foot control that has several settings.
Okay.
Alrighty, so I'm just going to tell it okay. Set my sensor pin down here and start stitching.
We're going to say hi to Michelle and to Becky. I'm sorry the names are scrolling by and I'm not going to back up. And whoever else hopped on, feel free to say hi again. And Josephine came, but Josephine's supposed to go home with Grandma, aka Phyllis. And Josephine's not moving.
She likes her seat. She's nice and warm.
Yep.
Alright, so all I'm doing is just waiting for the machine to tell me when it's going to stop there.
Okay.
It should stop within 1 millimeter, by the way. So there,
There
pretty
you
darn
go.
good.
Nice.
Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and pivot, which I should have put my pivot feature on. It is on.
Okay.
And I'm going to pivot.
We're going to say hi to Donna and to Linda Pickett.
Okay, and let me just move my needle up a little bit. I don't have my beautiful presser foot. There's a commotion going on.
Yeah, nothing like having animals on the set. Gonna say hi to Ann and to Gay.
Hey guys.
Gay, have you seen how many people watched your Facebook?
Oh my
gosh.
It was over 1,000, right?
Yes.
Oh gosh, Gay.
Rates right up there with the Rahubas
And
when they
have
were
had
on.
several people come in and said, yes, we're doing, they want you to do the drawing, the kiss picture and, and everything.
Yeah. Yes, Gay. You're an internet sensation.
Yes.
And Ann from Georgia. Hey, Ann. Good to have you on. Okay.
Right,
Where were we?
I have pivoted. I'm now going to tell it again, hey, you need to stop right there.
Where are we stopping? I'm sorry.
At the edge of the kite.
Okay.
So I'm just wanting it to stop
Oh,
at
okay,
the edge
got
of
it.
the kite.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to say okay. And okay. And just start stitching here.
Oh, and hi to Crystal Stir. Mary My Hawk wants to know, is that feature with a laser and measuring available on my Dream 2?
It is. Yes, it is.
Yes, Mary. Yep. Yeah, so same thing that you're going to do on your Dream that Beth's doing tonight.
All right, now it does stop within 1 millimeter, so I'm going to go ahead and tell the machine, hey, do one more there. Okay? And then we are pivoting. Okay. Now I'm going to go down this side. Again, I'm going to do him. Tell him there.
Okay.
Oh, and I know what I got to do. So I've got to start my stitch at the beginning. So let me go here.
Mary says, woohoo! So glad. Yay.
Where's my beginning stitch? Trying to think where that is at.
Linda asks, is this feature similar to using my dots on the Luminaire?
Dots on her Luminaire.
Dots on the Luminaire.
There's
Don't we have
end point stitching, so it's a sticker. So if that's what she's talking about, you have a sticker that looks kind of like a bullseye, and that's your end point stitching.
But don't we have a sensor pen with a Luminaire?
No. Nope, no sensor pen. The camera does it. The camera finds that end point sticker.
Okay. Stickers. Yep.
All right. So again, touching my sensor pen, I want the end point. I'm going to go ahead and measure.
Oh, Ruth Ann Parker's on. Hey, Ruth Ann.
Say okay, and we'll stitch around this side. Now, the next thing that I want to show is that we can also do this with decorative stitches. So I'll do that one next. So we'll just get to the end of here. Okay. So it's saying I have to reconfirm. So this was longer than that 2 3/4 inches. So it's telling me reconfirm where it is. So I'll say, oh, okay. I am sewing crooked here, but I think it's because I'm sitting crooked.
Could be.
Okay.
Okay.
And now what I'm going to do, I want my needle up. And now what I want to do is I want to do the kite string. So I am going to go ahead into my character decorative stitches and number 7. And I'm going to go down to like number 29, I think it is. And I thought that kind of looked like the little bows on the kite. You know how on the tail you put the little bows?
Okay.
So that is good.
Okay.
I'm going to tell it again that I'm going to do the endpoint stitching. And this time what's going to be really important, and I'm just going to, where's my little picture? Yeah, I'm going to go to here. So I'm going to follow that line. So I'm going to have it stop there. And then I'm going to turn and go the other way.
Okay.
But what I want to make sure is that that little bow there is completed. And so I have the option right down here. This one, it tells me, hey, we're just going to stitch until that stopping point, and then we're stopping.
Okay.
Doesn't matter where we are in that stitch. But with this one selected, it's highlighted in blue there. It says, I am going to calculate how close or far apart I need to make this motif in order for you to get a complete one when I stop.
Okay.
So that's the one I want. I'm going to say okay. And it's just telling me it's going to sew. And okay. And I'm just going to have it go around there.
Okay. Jen Finn's on. Hey, Jen.
Hey, Jen.
Becky Hayes says, is this a new machine? Yes, it is. This took the place of the Crescendo.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Now, the Crescendo has this feature as well, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Sure does. So, I can't even remember how many stitches are in the Crescendo. All right, it stopped for me. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pivot, guys, just because I don't want that string to kind of end. So let me go back to my straight stitch. And let me just pick a straight stitch in the middle. That's good. And I should have, let me go ahead and cut that off. Because I forgot I wasn't in the middle. So he wasn't going to start in the middle for me. Oh, but since I've cut it, let me just show you. See how he ended? He made sure to complete the stitch.
Very cute.
So I'm just going to sew a straight stitch here.
All right.
And I got my needle in the middle. Let me move my sensor. I mean, not my sensor, but my little needle light here to the center. And
Antoinette's on. Hello, ladies. Antoinette, are you sitting out in the parking lot in your car? It seems like you just left. She had a great class today, beginner quilt class.
Oh, they did a good job.
They did a great job. I think, did you post it on the Sew Along or just on Quilts and Lace? The picture of the 3 girls with their quilt.
I think I did both. I think
did you?
Did both.
Oh, they did a great job.
So I just wanted to pivot and go around there, and then I will go back to my number 7 group and down to 29. And we'll do that again.
Okay.
Oops, delete, because it will keep, I can add stitches, so it wanted to add stitches for me, but I want to go back to this one, use my sensor pin, I want it ending point, and we'll just go to right there at that little curve there. I can see a little curve on my thing. And then I'll curve back around.
All right.
Okay? So say okay.
Okay.
And okay.
Okay.
Kind of like that scan and cut machine.
Okay.
Alrighty. And then I've got one more feature of this that will show. And it's going to go to right there. At least it should. Let's see what it's doing. There he goes. He stops for me.
Good.
Locked it in place, and we'll cut it off. All right, and then I can just keep my little tail going, so I'll probably
Uh-huh.
circle around again.
Okay.
But one more thing that I want to show, so I'm going to do a different stitch down this side. I'm going to go back to my utility stitches. I'm going to just pick a zigzag stitch. And what I want to do with this one is I want to do a kind of a teeny tiny zigzag stitch. So I am going to use my sensor pin again. This time I'm going to pick the one that says, hey, what width do you want? So I'm going to select this one right here. And so it tells me to go ahead and touch the first point of the stitch width using the sensor pin. So I want it to be very, very close to that edge. And it's telling me that needle is located at 1.5. And then it's telling me, okay, go ahead and tell me your other one. And I want it just on the other side of there. So let me just make sure I got that.
Oh, Marilyn Schmidt's on. Hey, Marilyn. And Joanne Cohen's on.
Okay.
Girls.
So now it has set it. I'm going to say okay. And I do want to start at the beginning there.
Now you set the width. Are you going to set the length too, or what's going on?
I can only do one at a time. So I can't do
okay.
the length and the width. But with the
Okay.
zigzag stitch, you know, it's not so critical where I stop.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Linda Seguin says, this machine is very smart. Yes, it is.
Yes. So there you can, so straighter than me when you're feeding it through there, guys. But I have now just had it stitch. I gotta pay attention, Anne, when I sew. So the machine can do a lot, but it's not gonna feed my fabric in straight. And then I'm just going to use this button here to just kind of stitch in place and secure that
Just reinforce it.
stitch.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll cut it off. All right. So the
Okay.
sensor pin is really a cool tool. And so
Very
there
cute.
it just shows that I
Yeah.
set the width of that stitch that I wanted it.
Fun.
Okay.
Very cute.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I'm going to have to add a little bow down there, though. We'll have
Yeah.
to add a little bow down there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
All righty.
We're going to say
So-
hi to Cherry. Cherry's on.
Hey, Cherry. All right, so that is the sensor pin that is available on the Dream Machine, the Destiny, the Chorus, and the BQ 3100, the Crescendo, of course, and also the BQ 3050.
Okay.
And your Unity, if you still have a much older machine. And I think it was called the Dreamweaver on the brother side.
Wow.
Okay, so all of those machines had the sensors. So I'm so glad that they kept it in the Chorus.
Very nice.
And one thing that's just lovely though about this machine is that it does have the 771 built-in stitches. So I've got tons of decorative stitches in all my pockets here. So
Oh, Joanne Banco popped in.
hey,
Hello, Joanne.
I finished my sewing mat, Joanne.
Yay.
I hope you got to go swimming.
Okay, and now we've got some fabric came in today. Do you want to
yes,
show it, or
yes,
you want
let's
to?
show that? That'll be great.
Okay.
All righty. So this is by, who did we get to come in today? In the Beginning Fabrics.
Oh, okay.
And this is called A Groovy Garden. And it is groovy.
Oh, that is groovy.
It is groovy. Nice little hexagons.
Yes.
With a background
Very
color
groovy.
to it.
Looking groovy. Feeling groovy. Oh, yeah. I like that
Got
one.
kind of a wave kind of look to
Yeah.
it. And then this one here, I can see something really fun with that.
Yeah.
I always think of binding when I see this kind of stuff,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it would be a really cute binding.
It would be. It would be. Joanne says,
this is
yay,
nice.
yes, lots of swimming over the weekend.
Oh, good.
Yay.
It does look like the 60s,
The
doesn't
very, very groovy.
it?
Mhm.
So
That's-
very fun collection.
See, that
and-
looks
and,
more like modern than
We'll
groovy.
have Lori find the patterns for this grouping and look at
Mhm.
how fun is that.
Oh, yeah. No, that's groovy.
And that might even be a 24-inch repeat. I'm wondering
Oh,
if
is
this
it?
could be a one block wonder.
Could be.
Yeah, so pretty cool.
Joanne says she can't wait to see your sewing machine, Matt.
Oh,
So
very
here's
good.
my question. You mentioned if Jen was watching, maybe she could do the binding, or did you go ahead and finish your binding?
I did not finish the binding yet.
Okay.
So yes, because Jen already said that she'd be glad to do it. So
Okay.
why do the binding when you have Jen?
I know, and she does beautiful binding.
She does. She does.
Yes, she
Invisible
does.
stitches.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So I think that's it for now, right?
Yes.
Uh,
We're back tomorrow.
back tomorrow for Beth's last Facebook Live before she takes
Heads off.
off
Yes.
for a much-deserved little vacay.
Well, don't know about deserved, but
Yes.
much needed maybe.
Well, okay, much needed. Much needed. And who knows what's going to happen in the shop while she's away. Hardy har.
Yeah.
har.
So yes, Anne, I did hear somebody say that yeah, you do things while I'm away. So keep that in mind, people.
Yeah, I wonder if you can get Facebook where you're going, Beth.
Well, I'm gonna certainly try now.
All right. So on that happy note, we're going to sign off. And of course, everybody, please, please, please stay
Stay safe, everybody.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thinking of you.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.